To alert you first, this is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sara Knox is joining us now. The big chill continues, but the one thing we're missing, snow. It's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, no, we've got this dry air in here and it's looking to stay for a lot longer, actually, pushing most of the activity further to the south like it did just this weekend. Maybe you heard about it, the big snowstorm that blanketed a good portion of the middle of the U.S. with snowfall. We also saw ice, plenty of rainfall. That all avoided us. We had a pretty easygoing weekend, but temperatures were on the cooler side, and that's where they remain even now with these sunny skies in Charles City, Rochester, Mason City, all across the area. The wind is on the lighter side too, so not too bad, but enough to push real feels down. We'll get to that in a moment. First, a look at satellite and radar, and there really isn't much to see. That sun is shining bright, not just for us, but a lot of the region here as high pressure once again continues to hold control over the majority of the region. Talking about that storm that did slide to the south of us over the weekend, it continues to batter the east and the east coast. We talked earlier about how there were a lot of flights canceled. If you are headed to the East Coast, could be difficult. But as of right now, things are starting to look a little better, if just a little. That system will continue to move eastward and eventually out of the country. All right, moving over closer to home, back to the temperatures. 17 degrees right now in Rochester. The winds coming in from the cooler north, pushing a real feel of about 5 degrees. Now, it's not very warm, but it is nice to see these numbers above the zero part, at least for most of us. Mankato, when I came into the station earlier today, this was around 9-ish a.m. It was 3 degrees in Mankato, so nice to see back into the double digits. In fact, for all of us, La Crosse making it to around 21, which isn't too far off from normals this time of the year. Unfortunately, not a lot more warming is expected, but do expect maybe a degree or two thanks to that sunshine. Wind chills will remain cool, and honestly, we're still in those pinks, the purples by tonight. Once again, cooling back down. Expect wind chills to be back below the zero mark if you're waking up early tomorrow morning. Ultimately, that sunshine will stick with us, though, throughout the day, so very nice there. The clouds will start to build in as the sun begins to set. That will make for a mostly cloudy night, and believe it or not, that actually helps keep our single digits in the lows. If we had clear skies, we'd be seeing those numbers drop even further, maybe even back into the negative area. Moving over to Sky Tracker 3, and we'll watch as those clouds build in. This is around 5 p.m. Important to note that they're not very thick clouds, so not expecting any moisture mixed in with them. No flakes or anything like that by 10 p.m. Mostly cloudy skies, still a few of us with plenty of clear skies to be seen. That only thickens up, though, as we get into our Tuesday morning and afternoon. This is about 24 hours from now, but after that, clear skies return. Really, not a lot when it comes to the snow department. Maybe something trying to come, but I did want to pause it here. This is a look around Friday, 12 p.m. This is what we've got our eye on. As of right now, looking to stay south of us again, but it could bring a few flakes. Right now, we currently have a lower chance of that. We're just talking a 20% chance at most. And a quick look at that 7-day shows that warm-up we were talking about earlier on in the newscast, back near 30 degrees by the weekend. And yes, that is above average.
I was going to say, when you look at 20s and 28 and you're like, boy, that sounds really good.
We are toasty, but yeah, not quite ready for the flip-flops. Maybe just a few more degrees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Of course.